is Amber. I'm here to promote my new usedpantysellingadvice.com website. But before I begin that, I'd like to give a little bit of information and history about myself and the website that I've been selling my used panties from. Again, my name is Amber, the last name's Fellows. It's a pseudonym, actually. Amber came about because it was my mom's second choice in baby names, and people end up calling me that in real life all of the time. I don't know if it's my hair color or my skin color or my eyes, maybe a little more amberish, but that's what people end up calling me. I guess my real name doesn't suit me, so kind of like Amber, so it wasn't so hard to adapt to that pseudonym. Fellows would have been my last name had my real grandfather been on my dad's birth certificate. So my paternal side's really Fellows, even though I don't know any Fellows. I'm 32 years of age. I live in Hawaii, and I began selling my used panties for a few reasons, the primary ones being, number one, that I needed a little bit of an outlet sexually. At the time, I was unable to have sex, and even a lot of ways with myself, but I needed a release of energy of sorts. And also, I'm very much a nurturer. I have that big component of my personality, so it was attractive to be able to satisfy people's needs on a sexual and even emotional level. Also, I needed a little bit of an income. I wasn't really looking to get rich, which is good, because it didn't end up happening, but I just had a little bit of fun along the way, and I still am. And so those are the major reasons I ended up selling my panties. I do have a part-time job, so it was just a little bit of a padding extra income. I work in resource management, thus the fire retardant pants and the t-shirt that I have on right now. Sorry I couldn't dress better for the occasion, but I was on a long drive home and I had a lot of time to think. My radio doesn't work, so in driving I just thought that I would come home and grab my Perrier and begin doing a video for my new website. Right about the time that I began my used panty selling website, it's laceinyourface.com, I had evolved to be an erotic writer. The pseudonym Amber Fellows came about more along those lines of an erotic writer, and I figured I was doing both, drumming both up at the same time, and I just decided to merge the pseudonym into both realms. Amber Fellows used panty seller, Amber Fellows erotica writer. And 2 years later, I'm still Amber Fellows. I'm still selling my used panties from laceinyourface.com. And in the middle of this year, June, July-ish, I saw a niche online that I thought needed to be filled, and that was someone giving advice about selling used panties online to beginners or people who might be interested in doing it, selling their own used panties online. That was A, an independent seller, and B, an active seller. And what I mean by independent is not necessarily confined to one particular auction site solely, or is a spokesperson for any given entity. Just to clarify, I don't get paid by anybody. My radio would work and I wouldn't be listening to my head on the drive home from work if that were the case. So I'm not a spokesperson for any given entity, and I felt that along with me being an independent seller might fill a certain niche that I saw there was online, and thus the birthing of usedpantysellingadvice.com. which I began about 2 months ago. That would be probably at the beginning of November 2010. And right now there's not very much content on it, but part of the reason for me doing this promo video is I'm inviting people to come and ask questions. If you are interested in potentially beginning to sell your used panties or other intimates online, then I invite you to come and ask questions on my site. There are a couple of different ways that you could go about doing that. You could do it privately or publicly, and I will do my best to answer any questions that you might have. In addition, I'm inviting any experienced used panty sellers to come and co-author the content of my site. I'm not going to pay you. I don't know if this is going to be much of a motivation. It would have to be out of the goodness of your own heart, and maybe you have a little bit of a nurturing component to yourself too, but yeah. Also, if you come to my site and you see something that you feel you might have something to add to, and please feel free to express that. I see the site as being dynamic. I want it to be a place that has a wide breadth. I don't want it to be a place that says one particular way of selling used panties is the right way, one particular place to sell used panties is the right place, and I don't want there to be any sort of funneling to any particular auction site. I would really like to see it be as balanced as possible and end up being better for the user in the first place. So if anybody would want to come by and give me a little bit of questioning, I'm welcoming that right now, and I guess I'm closing out right here and giving a toast with my Perrier. Thank you.